Alright, it's time to put this little 24-foot piece up. I think it's 24 and 24, yeah. Now, I'm going to do this one a little bit different. What I think I'm going to try is I'm going to put the bucket upright, bring it up as high as I can reach, slide this up over the top of the bucket, tie it to the bucket, both top and bottom. This way I should be able to maneuver it up and down and just drive it over there in place where I want to put it, and at that point put it up. Because this antenna over here that you can see down next to the other pipe, that was on top of that pipe, but it was way too close to that tree. And I want to try to get another 10 feet out of it. So I can safely do that if I put the tower up over here with that pipe up on top of it, because that pipe will slide into the top of the tower. So that's what my plan is. And then maybe eventually bringing that antenna that's totally under the tree over here on that pipe, which is in the ground. It'll be higher than it is, but not as high as the others. But that antenna doesn't have to be high. So, alright, anyway, let me see what I can get started here to get an idea. Alright, so the plan is right now, bring that up high so that's low. I can slide the antenna in there, get all that taken care of, mounted it all up. Then I'm going to lower this down so that the bucket, both top and bottom part of the bucket, is touching the tripod, the tower. Then I'm going to strap the tower to the bucket. So when I tilt the bucket this way, theoretically, the tower should go up with it. Then I can move the tower in an upright position over here against the garage or the shop, put it in place, bolt it up, and that should be okay. In theory, it should work. So, first let me get the antenna hooked up. Alright, the antenna is in, it's locked in, the wire's down through, and this is where we're at. So now what I want to do is, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit more, about another foot. I'm going to tie this to this down here, around the back, up over, and up here. This way when I bring the bucket up, the tower should go straight with it, and I shouldn't have any droppage except for maybe an inch or two. And then I should be able to move the whole tower in an upright position to where I want it. That's the plan. So I'm going to tie it, and when I start to lift it, I'll put on the camera and see what happens. Alright, that's what I mean. So, let me get it on the other side here. And put this forward. There it goes. I'm hoping it doesn't decide to slide one way or the other. It all depends on how well that knot is going to hold up. Wait a minute. I'll bring it up a little bit. Alright, now a little more tilt. Bottom of the ground. Alright, now up a little bit more. A little more tilt. Alright, up a little bit more. A little more tilt. Up a little bit more. Oh, we're living dangerously now. Oh! Luckily, we held. So far so good. A little crooked, but it didn't come down. And I knew, remember I mentioned it earlier? It may slide from side to side. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is put the camera down. And I'm going to take another line, tie it from here, pull it over there, pull that one over there. So that's locked in. And then I can finish putting it up and move it over there. Alright. I got kind of lazy. I put a strap in the middle. So let's see if that works. Up a little bit. It may or may not. And tilt it forward a little bit. There. Alright. I think that's actually going to hold enough for me. I better put one more strap on it. I got the straps. I'm going to just strap it from there to that pin. From there to there. Might take a chance. I mean, it's not going to fall off or fall over. However, when I go to place it, I'd want it as straight as possible. It'll make it easier for me. So put a couple of straps on it just to keep it straight. Will make it easier when I go to put it over there. Like I say, it's not going to tip much more than a foot either way, but that's still too far out of the way if I want to try to get it straight in there without causing me a lot of extra work. So let me get a couple of straps and take care of that. Alright, the worst that can happen is a false down, and I lose a $50 antenna. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to have any problems. Off the ground. Alright. Gently move it over there to the corner. In an upright position, as you can see. So turn it over into here. Got a little bit of an angle, but that's fine. I can straighten that right out. So let me tip it back a little bit. Again, I don't mind if it's a little crooked. That's good. Okay, I'm going to go on the other side. Let's say it's not going to fall. Now I can put some brackets up there to hold it, just to hold it, but yet be able to slide it up and down, tuck the bottom in, and I'm done. Alright, we're on the ground. What I have to do is loosen up a few at a time. I'm going to tie it off up there so that it really can't fall any more than where it is. Then once I get this loosened up, I'll ratchet it up against that nice and tight, and I can bolt it in. Okay, we're up. Here we are. Now, got two brackets into the roof. That's stable. I just got to put a bracket into the house here on the bottom, just to keep this from sliding out or side to side. So, I believe I have something here I might be able to use. If not, I'll just make up a couple of bars out of some angle iron or something. But other than that, we're pretty well set. So for now, I'm going to screw an eye hook in and just put a line through it just to hold it, because it's coming on 4 o'clock. And I gotta be down at the sector at 7 o'clock. So I'm not gonna have time to do much more because I am beat and I need a little bit of rest time. It means I gotta leave here about 6:30, quarter after 6. So yeah, so that's it. So anyway, I'm gonna put an eye hook in, hold that in place, and I'm done for now. You know what, I may even just put a cinder block there. So we'll see what happens. We're up. This is the other tower. This is the one I put up the other day with the bucket yesterday. It's already fastened to the roof. The wires run in. The hole sealed up. The wires connected to the radio. The radio's working. All I have to do now is attach the base to the house or the shop so that it doesn't wiggle and wobble and fall over on it, because nothing up here is going to stop that from falling over if it decides to do so. So I definitely have to attach it to the house. I'm going to drive a ground rod into the ground as well and attach it to that, so we'll have that attached as well. So anyway, we're going to get that done and be right back. Okay, so instead of attaching it to the shop, I drove the copper into the ground, so that's going to act as a ground anyway. I drove that 4 feet in actually, so. And then this is a fence post type rod, and those are approximately, well, let me see, I got one over there. They're approximately 4 feet high, so that's about 2 feet in the ground, so that's more than enough. They're nice and tight. They're in tight earth, and that's not going to go anywhere. So we're done. Now I can take that ladder down and call it a day. A day. Well, a day for that anyway. Still have a few things going on here, but so far we're done with that out there.